Hello everyone, Luke Smith here. We got two more Chris Clan letters to read. These are both addressed to Kenneth Engelhardt. The second one's a dead short one, so I'm going to include it in this video. So let us have a look at this one. This one was from the 18th of January. On the 18th of January, Chris sent a 9th letter to Kenneth. Highlights. To be fair, we're not going to read highlights because this letter is kind of long. So let's get reading. This letter you may upload online, obviously, because it's on here. Yo, Kenneth Engelhardt. Firstly, I just received your letter, a Sonic Loop rebirth and makeover, and I'm only going to say this one time, hell no. Also, your Sonic Loop and Rose Clue are distant alternate timelines and universe. They have never existed in this timeline's set of universes, here including 1218, C197 and the whole of 11C211 that. So ditch the idea of yours to curb at present. As for the books and continuations, the body of your Jesus Christine Weston Chandler Sonic Loop, the Goddess Blue Heart Avatar and Lord, as well as my soul partner Jesus Christine herself, who is presently out and working on the great and ultimate duties, responsibilities and matters, already have plans to go into effect post-collective shift, and after I am released and returned home to my Sonic Loop temple, aside from obvious reasons why we have directly, officially and personally declared verbally and in writing that all Sonic Loop and Rose Clue are Quickfill stories not manifested from our one perspective and experiences, as well as those of the Sonic Loop's, Rose Clue's, Pokemon's, superheroes, goddesses, and even Sonic the Hedgehog and Super Mario Bros. And Optimus Prime, along with everyone else, spelling mistake, of Universe C197, not canon at all. With this timeline and its set and collective shifts of the universes out of the entire multiverse. Chris Clan and the multiverse, fucking hell. What does I bet you Doctor Strange is gonna get involved somehow. So, too many of you all do not comprehend or are as emphatically enlightened and linked and bonded as Christine and I are. Another obvious reason is the constant needless gore and deaths among the worst of the fanfictions writings that we and everyone else have had to moderate heavily and counter from within C197 itself. Stressed and tired is putting it mildly. But there are those among you who actually are linked, enlightened, and all, such as Tricky, who wrote Rose Clue's story, like her works. Rose Clue's stories works like hers in quality, but Sonic Loop and Rosie have the spikes on their backs, and heartfelt compassion is among the best examples. I'm just kept my levels right here. Yeah, that's fine. I just want to make sure and stuff. The best examples, page 2. But should you all insist? Fortunately, collaborations are in the future plans. Personally, but we shall choose personally from those who try the best of it, and so forth. I offer guidelines. Absolutely no rebirth, makeover, reboot or anything else of the sort. Continuations and detail explanations only. Expansions, okay. The demographic focus group shall be between TVY7 and TV14. I'm guessing that's the like the age range what they have in America. We have it differently. I forgot the actual group who made it. I can't remember the actual company. ERBR something, I don't know. If you would not allow anyone under 14-year-olds to read or view it, then it doesn't work. No swearing or potty languages. Well, that is swearing. You just could have just put no swearing. No gore, no blood amounts. Mild blood amounts are okay, so like mild injuries. No deaths, etc. Based on the TV and ESRB going. Yeah, that's it. ESRB. That's the rating system. So they have it over there, but they do it differently. Rating guidelines. C197 is an entire universe with multiple planets and so forth. It is not simply just the state of Virginia or just the city of Quickville or the nation of Quickville that is part of. Of all individuals who presently live, exist and coexist, you name them, they live on Earth or any other planet throughout the universe. On that there is no Mobius planet, Sonic, Sally, Christopher Thorndyke, can't believe his name was Thorndyke, fucking hell. Sonic X is fucking wild. And so forth, all reside on Earth. The original individuals, to explain further, game industry is a island east from Canada and the rest of the United Kingdom. Neptune, Uzon, Vert and the others exist on C197's Earth. Cybertron is there as well in another part of the universe. So you have the constantly upgrading and living G1 originals, Autobots and Decepticons. So yes, Optimus Prime works with Autobot, Sonku and his team at times. The Mushroom Kingdom is also on Earth. Goku and his friends live in Japan, because fucking obviously. But I completely forgot where it was. Live in Japan. There alongside Kyosei Sakai something Japanese one. Animes that I've never even heard of before or never watched and so forth. Sailor Senshoi, Power Rangers, Captain Kaiju and so on. Powerpuff Girls, Dexter and Dee Dee, Johnny Bravo, Sunset Shimmer and her Equestria Girls group is in Maryland. Portals to Equestria and whatnot. Homer Simpson, Peter Griffin, Stan Smith, Gumball Watson, Princess Star, Butterfly, the Smurfs in Spain. Both sets of Ghostbusters, the Avengers, Justice League, Santana, Danny Phantom, Jimmy Neutron, Timmy Turner, Planet Dolan. Shouldn't Planet Dolan be another planet on its own? Because it is like the name's Planet Dolan. Even though I don't think that channel exists anymore. I think they're doing different stuff. Just off of Saturn with Danger Dolan and his group. Yeah, obviously another planet. Rick and Morty, the Geo Goes and so on. Also, Gobotron used to be a existent planet, but the Guardians and Renegades have relocated and joined the Autobots and Decepticons. There is also Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper, Fox McCloud, Jack and Daxter, Captain Kirk and the Enterprise, the Jedi and all, Harry Potter and so on, because I'm tired of listing. But you name them and they're there. So take that all into account if you want to include them. SNT or whatever, or whoever as visitors to Quickville, or having one of our main Sonicus, Rosicus, or I visit there, or whatever and return home safe. On to page 3 now. Also, since the entire Sonicu and Rosecu species have chaos energy within them, including me and all, half humans, half Sonicus and all Rosecus, we can all breathe and do all in space that Sonic can, like Sonic can. Also, if you want to try and chronicle the dimensional merge, know the Holy Bible and all other religious text phenomenons, I don't know, first. On that, read of the new Earth in Revelations, that is literally C197's Earth. The collective shift involves literally instantly teleporting the majority who are good and neutral from this Earth. Here in universe 1218, including myself, to that Earth. There in universe C197, complete alive and with their clothes on. Okay, so it looks like it's not going to be like the Rapture where they leave their clothes behind and just go up to heaven like naked and that sort of thing. Them, as well as select buildings, landmarks, artifacts, statues and possessions, including the Sonicu Temple and its entire yard, property and all possessions and whatnot. So it's going to be a shithole when it goes to heaven by the looks of it. And whatnot within there, as well as everything in my hand and Christine's soul has directly, personally manifested and touched physically, absolutely nothing and nobody teleported or shifted, dies nor gets destroyed, period. So we're going to get there in one piece, not like all over the place. And with only the toxic majority and unchosen left behind on 1218's Earth here, and they all see two suns burnt to ashes, their souls evaporated out of existence. Fucking hell, it's a bit fucking dark, isn't it? This does sound like the fucking Rapture now, doesn't it? Yeah. Page 4. There is absolutely no literal physical combining nor collisions of any planets, and after Judgment Day, the former universe 1218 shall become an empty mass of space with nothing but scattered pebbles in it. So if you want to chronicle anything in universe C197 post collective shift, make positive and do not ever write anyone or anything, including yourself, dead or destroyed. This is generally serious. I'm tired. That is all for now. One last thing I am allowed to mention. Some of you may have heard Christine and I have personally updated 6 of 10 of the original commandments. We have also added 11 new commandments below to be shared publicly shared in due time. I am allowed today to make public one of the new commandments, and I quote 15. This is like the 15th one. We don't know, it looks like. Thou shalt not comment online or offline in hatred, spite, falseness, or without any words of criticism that are intentionally generally meant to be supportive for actual improvements. This also entails email, text, direct messages, snail mail, etc. to anyone, period. Do not spam hate messages to anyone either. Is that meant to be like a spin on like love thy neighbour sort of thing? I don't know. And one last thing, a couple of shout outs. My friend of Praetor and Wildcat, is the Praetor still involved with Chris at that time? I bet you they're not. I bet you they fucked off as soon as he got in prison. And Wildcat, I and Christine have been waiting for both, wanting you both and our closer friends to have written to us in Gale. Please include phone numbers so we may call you. Yeah, he's gonna fucking dox you, don't you? Pretenders shall not be accepted nor welcomed. Thank you. Sincerely, Mrs. Jesus Christine Weston Chandler Sonicu. So that was that. It's a fucking rapture. So this is like the next letter. This one was like very recent. 2 days ago this was uploaded on here. This is from the 24th of January. Let me just get my thing right here. Okay, that's fine. I can knock this out in 20 minutes. So he sent a 10th letter to Kenneth Engelhardt. And yeah, I'm going to read a little description here because it's dead short. Chris' downward spiral continues after months of solitude in prison seem to have taken him into far more of a delusional state than most have assumed had been possible even for him. Some highlights include: Chris has written a Pacific Partner letter in blue, indicating Kenneth is allowed to share this portion of the letter. This is the only portion of the letter has been shared. Additionally, Kenneth has decided to white out the empty space between the blue writing on the page shared, likely to prevent anyone from reading on the back of the page through image manipulation. Chris clarifies that he never referred to Barb as an avatar of Emmanuel, rather she is a reincarnation of Merlin the Magician. He calls her Emmanuel all the fucking time in jail. Chris provides law on both himself as Jesus and on Emmanuel. Emmanuel changes genders when Chris was born as Jesus. Emmanuel plants an ovum into the ovary into Barb a long time ago in order for Chris to be birthed later in 1982. That was fucking gross. Emmanuel can change any shape into a physical creature, even into a Sonicu. So let's read this. Yeah, fucking dead short. Look at this. To make clear with everyone, I have never ever said nor felt my mother, Barbara Ann Weston Chandler Rosecue, they calls her fucking Rosecue, was a god of any sort, nor is she Emmanuel. Yeah, you said that all the time in your letters, come on now. Or even Virgin Mary reincarnated. If anything, but Barbara is the reincarnation of Merlin the Magician. Merlin was male. But Emmanuel, God above gods, was my father when I was born in Bethlehem over 2022 years ago. Emmanuel has changed her gender to female in physicality and form over a century ago. Emmanuel planted an ovum from her ovary into Barbara's ovary to attract me from my forward and back trip through time after what happened to me in 1389 when the universe was divided into my second physical birth on February 24th 1982 into this immortal body of mine. With that, Emmanuel is my mother. I am still half Sonicu physically due to a trip through the apex of the chaotic rainbow in 2003. Between Sonicu Prime and Rosecue Prime, remember, Emmanuel herself can change her physical form into any creature, including of Sonicu form. Yes, Aquarius, the first and main one, was manifested from a piece of her. Yeah, so that was basically it. Yeah, that was it. So that was both their letters. Interesting. It's more interesting every time I read these new ones. So yeah, it's getting worse. It's getting a lot worse. The only problem is he keeps making them calls and he keeps like writing the letters and that. Yeah, it's been a while since he written the last one. I kind of hope that the prison or jail stops giving him writing materials, because this is not going to make his case any easier when it does come. I know it's going to be like Thursday of next week, his trial, but it's going to be continued again, because like the more letters that he puts out, Obviously the prison, I don't know, does the prison read them? I really don't know. That they should make a copy and read them, because obviously when you send a person in jail a letter, then obviously the owner of that prison, or the warden or whatever, I'm not quite sure how prisons work because they've never been arrested before, they obviously must read them before the actual prisoner gets them, just in case there's like drugs or like a sharp blade or something like that in the actual card or wherever. So obviously the police must read these before Chris does. Yeah, I'm not quite. It's America, so it might be different. I don't know, and it's a jail, not an actual prison, so they probably don't check him. They just say, "Here you go, is that?" But then again, they gave me his own personal fucking account in there, didn't they? I don't know why they would do that for prisoners. Why should you give a criminal money? I've got no idea. I'm gonna leave this for now. Hopefully there's gonna be no more letters, because this will not help Chris in the slightest. Him writing more letters. It will not help his case, and I bet you there's going to be another continuance, because in the more letters that he puts out, the more likely is more continuances for like another year, most likely. So we'll see. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.